How effective is your marketing? You see, the goal of marketing is simple. Generate revenue. You see, many times people search various techniques, hacks all through YouTube, all through Google search, looking around, asking professionals for quick gimmick tips, quick gimmick strategies to get quick results, to make their metrics, their vanity metrics, look better. That's all good in theory, but it all comes down to dollars and cents. The investment you're making in marketing needs to be able to generate revenue for your business. If you're investing between $10,000 to $25,000, $50,000 in marketing a month, or maybe you're doing that within a year, you need to see some return on investment. That's the goal, right? The problem is that people look for the solutions of how to make marketing work for their business in the wrong places. People jump ship between social media platforms all the time. People think, oh, I need a new website. I need to go from Square to WordPress to something else. I need to switch graphic designers. I need to switch this. I need to crank out more videos, higher quality videos, pay all this money, invest all this money, all these different sources that, yes, can help you lead to a brand experience that could really pay dividends. But you're stretching yourself very thin. And many times people are doing this because they're comparing themselves within the industry. They're comparing themselves to competitors. They're comparing themselves to brands that have fully established organizations, teams, processes, all in alignment, backed by high volume marketing spend to do those things. Now, unless you have all that together, you trying to compete with that, you're going to fail. Your marketing system is your repeatable process for initiating and developing client relationships to maximize lifetime value. The purpose of a marketing system is to develop long-term client relationships, maximizing lifetime value and driving revenue to make your business sustainable and profitable. You can break a marketing system down into a series of macro stages or cycles to set up and optimize. Some of the stages would include discovery, engagement, enrolling people to take CTAs, call to actions, resulting in sales, and developing long-term client relationships. So what are the top reasons a business should even set up a marketing system? Your business or your customer needs are changing. Shifts in industry, shifts in regulations, shifts in platform activity. The algorithm changes every single day, it feels like now. Expansion or downsizing. Maybe you're too involved emotionally in your business. You need a system for that. Decisions within your business are becoming harder. You're spending a lot more time trying to figure out what you need to do versus making forward progress. You're working slower. Or the reverse, your team is growing, and so to maintain that growth, you need systems in place for that. And I would also advise this. Hey, Troy, we're doing really well this year. We've made $15 million in revenue. We're fine. You never want to evaluate and evolve and update your process and systems when you're tanking, because you're emotionally compromised, everyone is stressed to the max, and there is never a higher demand of achieving a certain series of numbers or revenue dollars than when you're on a downturn. The best time to update or even establish and create a marketing system or a series of systems is when you're actually ahead, when things are going well, because you can really analyze what's working, what's not, in a less stressed environment. These are the three top things that are leading and contributing factors to our success. That's the time to modify. Not when things hit the fan, revenue is thin, I'm desperate for leads, I'm desperate for customers, I'm desperate for profit. That's when people sometimes tend to not want to build the systems. They just want those quick gimmick schemes that give you those high vanity metrics, but don't quantify anything. My job as a marketing strategist is to give you the tools you need to make you money. Marketing equals money. Marketing should lead to money. And the better the marketing, the better the revenue, the better the growth. This is episode number 7. Hashtag marketing systems. Cue the hype music.
What's up, digital world? You're listening to the I Digress audio experience with Troy Sandidge. Social media, marketing, storytelling, business, culture, and more. Coming to you in 3, 2, 1.
It's imperative that you just don't approach marketing as a broadcasting. You need systems. You need strategies. You need structures. You need processes. You need techniques and tactics all intertwined to get the results that you want. If we're trying to get the results that you want, we need to reverse engineer it. What's the ballpark amount of money that we need to hit? What's the deadline you want to put on that to hit that? What are you currently making in revenue? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the team? Do you have the time and ability to learn? Or do you have the capabilities to outsource and delegate? What do we have to work with? What's your brand authority currently? How would you rate yourself? How would current customers rate you? How would your community rate you? Because you may think you're the bee's knees, and your customer may be thinking you're okay, and the industry may be thinking, oh, they're new. You see, we need to analyze all of this and put that together to create certain benchmarks, certain milestones, and knowing where we're the strongest and where we're the weakest. Putting that all together, we can then start the outline to create the strategy to fortify and implement a system, and under that system, add structure, add analysis, and put all that together to move things forward. Now, it also depends on where you are and how much you're willing to commit. A system is not something you can just build overnight. So how can we create marketing systems that differentiate ourselves from our competitors? Here are some truths all businesses need to hear and accept. Systems allow you to stay in your lane. You see, we can get so distracted by what everybody else is doing and think we got to just do that. And we're just like a kid in the candy store. I came in for one chocolate Hershey's bar, but I'm getting distracted by all the other assortments of candy that's in the candy store. But I know I only have enough money to afford that candy bar, and that's really what I'm after. Everything else is just noise. And the same thing when we look at our business in comparison to other people's businesses. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know if they're investing $10,000, $20,000, $35,000 or more dollars just to look like they're somebody, and they're not making any revenue. But hey, they're flexing to make it look like there's somebody online. I don't know the processes that's behind the scenes that's leading to that virtual visual result. So stop comparing yourself to everyone else. You can use certain benchmarks or look at certain ideas of how they're doing their ads, how they're doing their social media content, how they're articulating their thoughts on LinkedIn, how they're leaning into being a thought leader in some retrospective. But at the end of the day, your marketing's initial primary goal is to make you money. Having a system to effectively evaluate how much time and effort it's necessary to commit to acquisition, retention, and outreach within your business is vital. Because now I can quantify my time into actual dollars and cents. Now, I'm not saying that you have to push an hourly model on yourself and on your employees. If I'm spending 30 hours a week trying to sort for sales and only 3 hours a week creating social content, and from those 3 hours, we're getting 1 or 2 leads from social, and I'm getting 0 from these outsourcing of sales conversations or cold calling, cold emailing certain type of industries because I think that they will want my service or product. Let's evaluate. Let's reflect. Let's make some shifts. Maybe if I spend 30 hours I'm doing this all on social, at the ratio I'm getting leads in from just the little amount of time I'm putting in on social media marketing, I'm willing to make an educated bet that you will be more successful doing that than what you're currently doing. Systems help you quantify your time. Systems allow you to make repeatable, successful processes. Systems allow you to say, hey, this process gets me this result, which is a desired result, which is quantified into dollars and cents. It's packaged, it's ready to go. I can literally now pass that baton to someone else. And as long as I can monitor and maintain that they're fulfilling this system, it's going to still work, which is still going to generate whatever that amount is. So let's say the system that we build for Twitter The value is $500 a week. That's a system. It takes 3 hours. That equates to $500 a week. I built it. I provide all the details. Here you go. I'm going to delegate that system to somebody else, paying someone $50 a week. They're implementing this system that's worth $500. I'm making $450. Now, let me delegate that to somebody else. Sure, I'm losing $50, but now they're doing the same system. So that system, 2 people, 500, do the math. It's 1,000. Subtract 50 times 2, it's 100. I'm making $900. Systems allow you to scale up. See, the thing, again, people search for marketing hacks, tips, gimmicks, quick schemes, quick growth every single day. You know what they're not searching enough? Marketing systems, marketing strategies, the core things that's going to help you scale up quickly. And also the core things that's going to give you the foundation that when you do scale up, you don't lose. So don't let these gimmicks fool you. Yeah, we can increase your vanity metrics right now, the next day. You don't want that. You want sustainable growth. You want an ongoing increase in ROI, where when we built that system, it's not just 500. It's not just 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or even 50,000 or even 100,000. We want to build a sustainable system we can delegate and grow. I am a specialist at organic marketing growth. I know relationships and storytelling and building community. Again, remember buyers, advocates, and elevators works. I know it does. I've been in the meetings. I've done the work. I've built systems for various brands and I know it works. And then once we figure out the benchmarks, the language, the messaging, the tone, the capabilities that you have, as well as who you're working with, we now know what to fill in. We're building this infrastructure, and where there's weak points, we can delegate. Many businesses can get so wrapped up in trying to make a series of digital mediums look good and create a ton of content. That's great. That's awesome. But we have to measure the time spent to create those things. And does that lead to money earned? Does it lead to potential leads that could be money earned? How many conversations are we having? And are they qualified conversations? It's not enough to be trending. It's not enough to look like your organization is some big shot on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on the gram, on TikTok, if you're not making enough money to sustain your business. Marketing is more than just looking cool on social. Marketing is the literal vehicle necessary to drive sales, to drive revenue, to make the business into the vision you want it to be. Troy, how is that possible? Let me tell you how. Without marketing, you won't get any sales. Without marketing, no one will know who you are. Without marketing, no one can connect with you. Without marketing, your internal employees or staff will be less likely to become advocates of their own company that they work for because they have nothing to share. They have nothing to brag about. It's not packaged in a way that's easy to distribute and articulate to others. Marketing gets it done. So let's stop trying to shortchange marketing efforts. Everyone screams, yeah, sales, 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 without proper marketing tools and resources, without validation that's brought on from marketing, without the ideals and systems and strategies to employ within your website, it all goes to shambles and it doesn't work as effectively and efficiently as it could be, if not at all, without marketing at the helm. That's why marketing systems and strategies and solutions are imperative for organizations, big or small. Doesn't matter. I just want to make $5,000 a month and I would be so happy. Or Troy, I need to raise the bar and make $25,000. Or Troy, hey, I need to hit a $100,000 month. Nevertheless, marketing is literally the roadmap to get you there. Yes, there are people who are doing it better. They have higher number of followers, they have a higher marketing budget, and so on. But again, systems keep you focused on the goals and benchmarks you need to be successful. Stick to the plan, stick to the system, don't jump ship. Thanks for listening.
And that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this episode of I Digress. What was your takeaway? Care to share your thoughts and tag Troy on social media? You can find him on all platforms at Find Troy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review or comment for this episode from wherever you're listening. Looking for a marketing strategist to build the structure, strategies, and systems you need to get the success you want and the ROI you desire in your business? Book a discovery call to talk with Troy at findtroy.com. And as Troy's philosophy goes, imagination is the engine, content is the fuel, social media is the highway, marketing is the roadmap, sales is the destination, culture is the GPS. Thanks for listening.